June 2nd. I just want to say welcome to day 2. If you are following me and you are also doing the weight loss here with me. So, a lot to talk about today. Day 2. So, this is really about yourself. This is really about making sure that you're taking care of you. So many of us take care of everybody else, right? We take care of our families, our children, our husbands, before we ever take care of ourselves. And then when it all comes down to it, boy, I sure look big while I sit here. Sorry, you guys. When it all comes down to it, we definitely need to take care of ourselves. So, with that being said, I am so grateful that you guys are joining me in this journey right now, and I want to share with you, I'm also doing it with you guys, so I'm also going to let you guys know when I cheat, let you guys know when I fall off the wagon. I'm going to be very accountable for my actions. So with that being said, I want to get into the first thing, you guys, and that is a journal. I don't think you guys understand how important it is to journal. Most people are like, no. You know why? That's because it's laziness, you guys. It's because you don't want to face reality. As long as we keep it in here and we don't stick it out of our mouth, we don't write it down, it's not reality to us. So we don't really have to face it and look at it, right? Well, keeping a journal helps you with that. So, I'm really asking you, no matter what, even if you feel like you're not in the right state right now to start eating different, eating healthy, you may not have the money, you may just, it's not your time. And that's another thing. We can't be successful until we truly know it's our time to shine. So, with that being said, I think the first thing that you guys should do, if you're not going to do the weight loss, which is just fine, but you want to follow along, I still suggest getting a journal. Because here's why. In your journal, you're going to find the reasonings through writing that you don't want to do certain things. And normally it's just facing it, you guys. Normally it's just head on facing it, having to look at it, and so journaling helps that, and I'm thinking that after you start journaling for a while, you may want to change the way you eat. You'll actually change, and you'll feel different too just by journaling. So my suggestions is to get books that are like your favorite color. You can start small, you can go big, it's all up to you guys, however you want to do it. If you want to go and buy a journal, you are more than welcome to. If you want to just buy like a notebook, like I love to buy notebooks, you guys can do that as well. So my next thing is also to have a buddy. I think having a buddy, it helps us become extremely accountable. And if you're not able to have another buddy do this with you guys, then use me. Okay? I will be your accountability partner. I'm okay with that. If you need to ask a question, if you need help, if you are struggling, if you are like me, and I'll share in a minute, having a struggle through an addiction that you love so much and you're trying to get rid of it, you can use me as your accountability partner. So I'm always here for you guys. You can email me at any time. And if you guys want, I will always share my number with you, and you can call me at any time, text me at any time. I am okay with that. We can do this as if we do this together. So I have my sister, me and her live together, and she also, just like me, wanted to lose weight, so we decided that we were going to use each other as our accountability partners. So her and I both have journals, and in the journals, what I suggest is each journal will be a month long. So this will be June's journal. At the beginning of it, I went ahead and I've listed my weights. So this is my starting weight. I've also listed the measurements of the certain things that I want. Arms, legs, waist, and bust. So I listed those there. That way next month when you do July, you pull out the July book, you can see your numbers. I mean, you don't have to go looking in here. And then we're only going to weigh ourselves once a month on the first of each month. So that way we are not allowing ourselves to get focused on the scale and measurements. This is really about learning how to eat different. So, I am actually going to be doing a lot of different diets, you guys. And, I will be sharing all of those with you. I also want to know what kind of diets you guys are going to be following as well. So I'm going to be doing more of a keto diet. However, I'm not going to limit myself to a little bit of carbs. I'm also going to be doing some NAT drinks. That's for the ketos. I also have 310 that I'm going to be doing, so I'll be doing those. I also have a celery powder that I'm going to be drinking every morning. It helps with inflammation. If anybody who doesn't know, I have a bad liver disease, and this is a big reason why this has to happen. I have to accomplish this weight loss this time. The liver's getting so bad, and I can feel the effects of different things that I'm doing to myself. So, I'm going to share all of that with you guys, and also I will share with you guys things that I'm eating. So for lunch today, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs, avocado. I mixed it together. I don't know why. I just love it. And I did put it on a little thing of garlic bread. So then for lunch or dinner tonight, so I'm trying to keep it really simple, because when it starts getting a little too complex and too difficult, we seem to fall off the wagon. So I'm trying to keep it simple, but I'm also trying to keep it, I know my biggest issue is portion control, and I need to learn how to do that. So with that being said, I'm trying to keep everything small meals until I can get that portion control part. So I'm going to do a 310 shake tonight. I also am wanting to shrink my stomach, and I want to shrink. So the more we eat, you guys, the more bile that our body produces, because it has to break up food, right? So when you go on a fast, or when you stop eating so much and you go on a new diet, what happens is that bile builds up in your body, and just depending on how good your gallbladder is, depends on if it gets rid of all of that bile or if it stores it. And that's something it does with heavier people. It seems to store it because it's waiting for that big thing of food to break it up, because that's what it's used to, right? So with that being said, is you have to retrain your stomach to shrink, to get smaller, and also not to produce so much bile, because you don't need that much bile anymore to break up food, right? So that is something that I'm doing right now, is I'm lowering my portions so that my body can start saying, hey, we don't need as much bile anymore. We don't have so much food to break up. Also, the more mushier food, like avocados, stuff like that, things that you can mix up, is easier for your body to digest right now, because it doesn't have to do this. So your bile goes out, then it goes like this, right? And this is now, it's breaking up your food, okay? So the bile's the acid, and it's all in here, and your food's in here, and it's just breaking it up and breaking it up. Well, if you eat food that doesn't need as much breaking up, example, creamy food, avocado. Let's just say an avocado. The avocado doesn't have to be broken up. So your body's not overly using itself. Instead of this trying to break up, it's doing that, which you want your body to do. So I'm going to start limiting what I'm eating, and definitely cutting the portion controls. And with that being said, this is where my journal comes in handy, you guys, because through the day, you might have a feeling. You might be upset. You might be craving a food. It's just, throughout the day, you really, as days go by, you're really, really, really going to start feeling the effect, right? And sometimes it happens through the emotions. Alright, so as you're having these feelings, you should write them down. Here's the thing. Food is a comfort to so many. People use food to either hide a feeling, to take away a feeling, to distract you from a feeling, okay? And if you're like me, you've used food as your friend for so long. Back in the day, I used to have a journal and I would name it food. And I would just tell it how much I loved it. And thank you for always being there for me. And I would get so bad when someone would want a bite of my food, or the worst one ever, a French fry. I would explode, you guys. Literally explode. And I had a boyfriend one time tell me, you have a really big problem. You have a huge problem. Sorry, you guys have the hiccups. I've been having this all day. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. So as you are taking certain foods away from your life, example, sugar, fats, your body will start reacting to that. And at first your body's going to be mad. Hey, I want that sugar. I'm used to that sugar. Why are you depriving me of this sugar, right? And that's until you can get all of that out of your body. Okay? Once you have all of that out of your body, you no longer have all that sugar in, then your body will start working differently. But you got to get through those emotions. You got to get through that feeling. You got to get through all of that so that you can get rid of that waste. Okay? And now you're wanting to know how to do that. Your most beneficial thing that you can do is drink water, you guys. And that's really, really, if you have a really bad cheat day, drink water. Seriously, you guys, flush it out. It is so good for our complexion. It is so good for our insides, our dehydration. It is so good for us. So, make a goal. And there's also, if you go online and Google how much water you should drink for your body type, there's also apps, and there's apps for it too, but there's also a chart that will tell you how many gallons or ounces of water you're supposed to have a day for your body weight, and you will be very, very surprised, you guys. I think it is, our body has, it's 80% water, I believe it was, and when we do certain things, we dehydrate our body. So when we eat really fatty foods, if we smoke, marijuana, cigarettes, if we are working out and not drinking water, the heat, many things will dehydrate you. And you won't actually realize how dehydrated your body is. And you may complain about body aches, back pain, but you don't understand it's probably because your body is dehydrated. I know a bunch of you are going to be like, no, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. Absolutely, I understand you have all of that too. But water can really help that. And I can tell you for a fact, my sister has a broken disc in her back. She'll have to deal with this for the rest of her life. But if she drinks her water like she's supposed to, she barely has any back pain. When she allows herself to get dehydrated, now that's when her back starts hurting. And the same thing happens with me, you guys. I wake up in the morning, I'm dehydrated, so my back is killing me. But if I stay hydrated, it won't. So I suggest lots of water, lots of water. It also helps with your hair, your nails. So water, water, water. And I know a million of you are going to say, I don't like water. I get that. But you need to figure it out. I don't want to be hard on you. I don't want to be rude. But you need to figure it out. Because water is so important. If you're one of those people who just drink soda, you're not going to get what you need. And as you get older, your body's just going to get worse and worse. The soda is like a bacterial toxin that goes into our body. And it creates so much stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love me some soda. Diet soda is my favorite. If you know the true facts, though, about diet soda, I mean, diet soda turns into bacteria in our stomach before it even breaks down. And that bacteria then causes lots of issues, lots of problems. I've heard cancer, but I've loved diet soda. I have since I was a little girl. But I have to now look at shit way different, you guys. I might like that, but I won't go into that, but I can never change. I can't, because you can do whatever you want. Literally, you can be as strong as you want. And if you just allow yourself, or if you get yourself lazy, or if you get into that mindset, I don't care, I don't have that many more years to live, I don't care, I'm already old, I don't care, then, you know, you're going to end up hurting people in the end. That's just simple fact. You're going to pass away, or you're going to have people taking care of you when you're a little bit older, and, I mean, other people are going to have to wipe your butt, you guys. Did you hear me? Other people will have to wipe your butt at a much younger age than what you thought you were going to have someone wipe your butt. Because why? Because you didn't want to take the accountability to change. So just like myself, I have to take the accountability, you guys. I told you earlier I would share with you something that I'm changing in my life. And I'm nervous to announce this because it's something that most people don't know about me. But I smoke marijuana. I have for a very long time. Very, very, over 20 years now. It is a daily thing. I think I have not had a day off of smoking marijuana since, I don't know. I think I was in jail, and that was many years ago. So, I have made a decision that it is time that I either wean myself off of it, cold turkey, or I change the amount of marijuana I smoke. I know it's affecting my insides. I know that it is causing my insides to become extremely dehydrated. And the amount that I smoke is ridiculous. So, today is day 1 that I have made a decision that I will only have a hit at night before bed. And I'm actually kind of proud of myself, you guys. I have not yet smoked today. I did journal because it was becoming difficult for me. And I was going to share with you guys a little bit of my journaling. So the night before, I like to put a goal on my next day's journaling. So when I wake up, I see that I've already started a goal for the day. So I knew yesterday that I was going to want to start this not smoking marijuana anymore. So my goal is not to smoke any weed until 7 p.m. Now you all have no idea how hard that is for me. And I know that I can do it though. So I journaled today. It's 12:44 in the afternoon and I still have not smoked, but I want to so bad. I keep making reasons of why I should take one hit, just one hit. And then it goes into having a whole, well, why don't I just smoke a whole bowl if I'm going to take a hit, right? I don't think I'll make it to 7 p.m. I will say I am proud, though, that I have made it this long today. I am really trying to make it to 5 p.m. Let's see if I can do 5 p.m. I know I can do it. I am drinking my water and I'm peeing like crazy today. So, that's something that I agreed to wait until 5 p.m. Well, you guys, I'm happy to say it is past 5. I have one more hour. One more hour until 7 o'clock, you guys. And I'm really proud of myself. I have accomplished this today. I I know that this is going to help me. I know that there's so many statistics out there about smoking marijuana, the good and the bad. A lot of people don't know the reasonings. The whole reasoning I actually ever really, I started smoking marijuana because I was a severe drug user when I was in my early 20s. And I did crystal meth for 10 years. And I destroyed my life. I became homeless, lost my job, lived in the car with my dog or with my cat in a truck stop. Went to rehab 3 times. And it was so hard. I loved that drug. It made me feel like I was on top of the world, you guys. And I call it the devil because there's nothing in this world that should ever, ever, ever make me feel like I had to have it. And I felt like I had to have it. And I didn't sleep for days and days. I would hallucinate. One time I was coming home with a bunch of friends and I was driving. I hadn't slept for days. And I thought I ran over a family. I pulled over and got into the middle of the street screaming and crying. I was sorry, and there was nobody there. And that's when a lot of my family members and friends actually saw that I was really bad. So when I finally, the 3rd time, decided it was not going to be my life, I was not going to let this live my life, I started smoking a lot more marijuana. Well, not so true. I actually went to the doctors and they gave me some medication and it was Paxil. And it was because I was having anxiety issues so bad and I was worried about everything. Panic attacks, anxiety attacks. I couldn't eat. I couldn't. I had been doing crystal meth for so long. 10 straight years every day. All day. And so I started deciding I didn't want to be on the medication no more. And that's when I decided to start smoking marijuana. And I realized how much it helped me stay calm. So I got off Paxil and I started smoking marijuana. And we are 20 years later, still smoking marijuana. And so I can still use the excuse, I have anxiety issues, I have this problem, I have that problem, I have to smoke marijuana to eat. But the truth of the matter is I don't. It's mental, you guys. This is all mental. This is what I keep telling myself so that I can keep going. But the truth is I can get off marijuana. I don't have to be on it. I don't have to smoke it. And if I'm still having anxiety issues, then I need to figure that out. And depression. I have such bad depression, you guys. And most people don't know it because I'm such a social butterfly. I have so many friends and family, and so nobody really knows that. No, boys. No. Sorry, someone came home and the dogs are going to bark. So a lot of people don't know about my depression because I keep it so hidden inside. I also use marijuana to hide that, But I can't let marijuana do that to my life anymore. So today is my first day. And I'm very proud of myself that I've gotten to this far today. And don't get me wrong, I'm sitting here waiting for 7 o'clock to come so I can take a hit. But I know that sounds bad, you guys, but the fact that I haven't had anything all day and I know I have it with me and it's on me and I can smoke it, but I'm telling myself no, makes me proud mama here. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It's something that I don't share a lot with people. So if your mouth is dropped right now because you know me, and now you know that I have a severe marijuana issue, don't judge me, please. Don't talk bad. Don't judge. Don't. It took a lot for me to admit this to you guys. A lot. But I want this to be something that is the most truthful experience here. I want to be as truthful with myself as I want you to be as truthful with yourself, you guys. So, what I suggest is journaling, drinking your water, figuring out what diet plan that you guys want to do, because it's really not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. And you need to figure out which one you guys want to do. And then again, if you guys need me for support, I'm always here. If you guys need someone to talk to, if you need someone for an accountability, I'm here. If you can't find one, don't worry. I'm here, you guys. My goal is to try to record every day and to record a video for you guys to let you guys know how I'm also doing every day, because this is a struggle for myself as well. And we can, bump ideas off of each other. So, you guys, thank you for coming on, and thank you for joining me today, and thank you for watching and supporting me too. You guys are such a support team for me too. If you guys have any suggestions, if you guys have any ideas, if you have any questions, please comment, send me an email. Also, what was I going to say? There was one more thing I was going to say. I'm so sorry. But I plan on coming on here every day. If I do miss a day, it's probably because something came up. I do promise to come on, even if I'm going through depression, you guys. Because that is an issue. If you ever see me and then I'm gone, disappearing, a lot of it has to do with depression. And I'm so depressed that I just don't want to see anybody or face nobody. But even with depression this time, you guys, I'm going to make sure that I even post a video that I'm depressed today and that I'm sad. So, you guys, thank you for coming on. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for being my support team. So, now that I've admitted one of my biggest obstacles and fears right now, share with me what yours is. I want to know. What's one thing that you guys are struggling with? What is one thing that you guys want to quit and you can't do? I mean, it could be anything. Let me know, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm excited. Today was yoga, so we did yoga. And I have to say that it was awesome. So tomorrow, my sister gets to pick what we do. So I also wanted to share with you guys, I will be giving out prizes. I have some things that I want to give to people. So what I really suggest you guys, take those before pictures, because I want to see before and after pictures after the first month. Once the first month, I want to see them. Whoever I find sends me those pictures, I might send them all gifts, you guys. I don't know. But I'm just so excited to be here with you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited for this journey with us. I think that we can all do it together. We can all have a lot of fun. And so also post recipes for me, you guys. Post things that are working for you. New things that you guys created. I'm also going to do, besides just talking to you guys like this, I'm going to be doing other videos. So I'm hoping to do a cooking video. I'm going to be making you guys some dishes that I've created myself. So I'm going to do that. I'm also thinking about doing maybe a workout video with you guys, so you can see me work out as well. If you guys need some lists of food ideas, if you guys need lists of exercise ideas, let me know. If you guys have a Roku television, it's one of the best things. You can go into your search field and look up workout videos or yoga. And apps will come on, you guys. You can download those into your television. They're free, and do them. I do the yoga one today. So tomorrow is my sister's big day to pick what she wants to do. So that's how we're doing it. So one day I pick how our exercise will go. The next day she will pick, and then the next day, and so forth and so forth. So if you guys really want to keep up with what we're doing, let me know, and I'll also include you guys in that as well. So I, again, just thank you guys for joining me with this and helping me here. We're on day 2, you guys, so we still have a long haul. Long haul. But we're going to do this. And as long as we're going to do it together, we're going to make this fun and enjoyable. So if you haven't already, I want you to take your measurements. I also want you to get a journal book. And take before pictures. Okay? That is your first goal to do. If you have not already, do it. Even if you're being stubborn about writing in a journal, listen, my sister was stubborn until we sat down and we literally talked about it. And I told her why I want her to journal. And let me tell you something. It's not just journaling, okay, you guys? If today you don't feel like writing anything, then write the date and write a word of how you're feeling. That's it. Just write how you're feeling. That's all. Because I guarantee you, you'll probably open that book back up that day, or even as you're putting your feeling on there, and you're going to put more and more and more. You'll find yourself, even after the first week, maybe you're being stubborn about it, and you just write your feeling every day. Well, sooner or later, you're going to say, dang it, I'm having a feeling, and you're just going to write. And then once you write, you guys, you're just going to love it, and you're going to keep writing. And it doesn't have to be long. This was last night, you guys. So it doesn't have to be long at all. Short, simple. If you want it to be long, make it long. It doesn't matter. This is your journey. Remember that. I use these as my chapter books. So this is my chapter right now. And I'm writing my own chapter, you guys. So when this chapter's done, guess what? I get to go on to another chapter. And I can change anything in those chapters that I want. So if this chapter was always about vegetables, and it's done, and I'm on to my next book, which is next month, I don't want vegetables, I change that chapter. And I change it to whatever I want. So this is not set in stone to have to be one way. Say this diet works for you right now, and then all of a sudden you don't see yourself working at it anymore. It doesn't work. Reach out to me, let me know. Let's make new ideas, you guys. The more ideas we have, the better, and we can totally, get you on a different diet, get you on another plan. That's the good thing about all of this too, is, you can see that someone else might need help, and you can reach out to them as well, you guys. So comment. If you haven't already, subscribe. And I'm really excited to be here with you guys. So let's do this. Let's get this all together, and let's make this work, because this chunk needs to go. Alright, you guys. I thank you guys for hopping on and checking me out today. And I just want to say, love you, and you're beautiful. And don't forget to tell yourself that every day, you guys. You need to look in the mirror.